Okay, guys, so here we are with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about, is it better to buy Bitcoin or the Bitcoin mining stock? So I received this question on my channel. Some of you guys were wondering, should I invest in Bitcoin outright, the underlying asset, like buying Bitcoin on, say, Coinbase or Robinhood or Kraken or some cryptocurrency exchange, or investing in the Bitcoin ETFs as a way to get exposure to Bitcoin? Or should you invest in Bitcoin mining stocks like Marathon Digital, CleanSpark, okay, Riot Blockchain? So in this video, we're kind of going to go into a little bit of a deep dive and talk about the pros and cons of each investment and give you guys my personal advice on what you guys should be doing. So if you guys enjoyed this content, be sure to give me a like and let me know what you guys think about the video. Okay, guys, so what we're looking at here is we're on Google Finance, okay, and we're taking a look at Bitcoin. So as we're recording this, Bitcoin's about $70,000 a coin. Pretty cool. So now, guys, let's compare. Just to start off, let's compare the performance of Bitcoin versus some of these Bitcoin mining stocks over the last year, okay? So as you can see, you can do all of this by just heading over to Google Finance, and then you can type in the asset up here at the box, and then, so for example, I typed in BTC and I showed Bitcoin, and then all you have to do is you have to scroll down here, and there's a little box here where you can compare. Okay, you just hit add comparison. So let's take a look at Bitcoin versus the Bitcoin mining stocks over the last 52 weeks. So what I did is I typed in Bitcoin and then I put in four of the popular ones. Okay, Marathon Digital, Riot, CleanSpark, and Hut 8. So as you can see, if you had just bought Bitcoin a year ago as we're recording this video, okay, I'm uploading this video at the end of March 2024, Bitcoin's up about 150%. Pretty good, okay? Now you can see that illustrated by this line right here. This is this like, it's the, this line right here, okay? So it's up about 150% over last year. Marathon Digital's up about 188%. Riot's up about 33%. CleanSpark's up a whopping 694%, guys. And Hut 8's around 20%. So if you guys had bought CleanSpark, obviously you would have outperformed Bitcoin by a wide margin. And the same would have happened if you had bought Marathon Digital. No, these are my two favorite Bitcoin mining stocks. On the other hand, if you had invested in Riot or Hut 8, you had underperformed Bitcoin. So, guys, what is the best optimal strategy when it comes to investing, whether you should just invest in Bitcoin or in Bitcoin mining stocks? Okay. Now, obviously, the pros of investing in Bitcoin are, okay, Bitcoin, remember, it's a fixed supply, 21 million coins, okay, can't be created or destroyed, okay? And over time, a lot of coins end up getting lost, right? People pass away, they forget their private keys, maybe they lose their seed phrase, whatever. So over time, the supply of coins gets fewer and fewer. So that's why a lot of people like holding Bitcoin. And the Bitcoin ETFs launched in January 2024, so it really made it a lot easier for people to invest in Bitcoin without having to mess around with like setting up a crypto wallet and things like that. The cons is that you're only going to get the returns of the underlying asset. So that's one of the reasons why I've been so bullish about Bitcoin mining stocks, because they can actually outperform Bitcoin. And usually in bull markets, Bitcoin mining stocks outperform Bitcoin. But if Bitcoin goes down in price, usually the stocks underperform. So remember, usually if Bitcoin pumps, these mining stocks will pump higher, right? And then if Bitcoin starts going down, the stocks will go lower. And that's simply because, every 10 minutes a new Bitcoin block is being generated, and these miners are actively basically, earning Bitcoin every single day. So when the price goes up, it really helps them. When the price crashes down, it just hurts their margins and it just makes it more expensive for them to do business. So what should you do? Now, me personally, I do both. I'm going to tell you guys why I do both. Simply because I'm really interested in blockchain technology and Bitcoin over the long run. So for me, the number one thing that I should be doing right now in terms of my business interest is I should have a Bitcoin mining farm. I should be buying miners. I should lease space and move to a place with cheap electricity and mine Bitcoin. Because if you started mining Bitcoin on your own, even if you just mine a few coins and you hold those coins over time, you're probably going to be a multimillionaire and be able to retire very early. But I'm not doing that, guys. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm chilling in Southeast Asia, living in a cheap apartment, as you guys can see in the background, so I can save as much Bitcoin as possible. So my suggestion is just simply give your money to the guys, especially some of these Bitcoin mining companies in America that are leading the charge and basically mining Bitcoin. You're owning the company, so you're literally taking your money and just giving it to them and letting them mine Bitcoin for you while you sit back and relax. So that's definitely a good plus, especially if you want to outperform Bitcoin's underlying price performance. Okay. Now, I also own Bitcoin as well because I believe in hyper Bitcoinization. Okay. I really believe in the future you will be able to buy things with Bitcoin. Okay. You don't need to always sell it and take profits. So for example, I could go to Walmart, I could go to Target, I could go online to Amazon. I could do things on Facebook and stuff like that. And I could actually use the Bitcoin as real money, just like people use the US dollar or the euro or whatever currency you guys are using. So my strategy is I invest in both. So I see Bitcoin as like having real money, real 21st century money. And then I see investing in the Bitcoin mining companies. My two favorite ones are CleanSpark and Marathon because I should be mining Bitcoin myself, but I'm not. So I'm going to give my money to them. So like I said, guys, my optimal interest, my um, optimal strategy is just to do both. Have Bitcoin and invest in the leading Bitcoin mining companies. If you had done that, you would have made 150% on your Bitcoin, and then you would have made 188% on Marathon stock. And CleanSpark has done really, really well. It's really outperformed all of the other Bitcoin miners because they've really been very aggressive with increasing their hash rate and just mining more Bitcoin. So, like I said, guys, I prefer to do both. I like balance. I like to have some mining stocks and some Bitcoin. Some people, they don't like Bitcoin mining stocks because they dilute shareholders a lot in order to raise capital to buy more mining machines. And sometimes the price action on the Bitcoin mining stocks is just so volatile, a lot of people can't stomach it, right? But then other people don't like holding Bitcoin because they want to invest in the miners, because with the mining stocks, you can do things like sell covered calls to generate income. You can trade options on them, which is something I'm going to make a video coming up, show you guys how to make money trading options with Bitcoin mining stocks. So like I said, it depends what you like. Some people like having the underlying asset. They don't want to mess around with stock market. Some people like owning the businesses that mine the Bitcoin, and they don't want to mess around with the Bitcoin. It's really up to your risk tolerance. I would say there's much less risk in holding the Bitcoin mining stocks. You don't have to worry about taking custody of your Bitcoin and stuff like that. And Bitcoin mining stocks are publicly traded. These are real life companies. Now, taking custody of your Bitcoin has other risk and things like that. You have to worry about keeping your private keys safe, hackers, and stuff like that. But with the Bitcoin ETFs, they made it really easy to buy Bitcoin. So, like I said, guys, I would say my recommended strategy would be if you just want to maximize your returns, then you should do both, because that way you're basically hedging, right? So you're earning money with the Bitcoin mining stocks, and you have the underlying Bitcoin. If you just want to make money on Bitcoin's price, okay, and you don't want to take custody of your Bitcoin, just buy the Bitcoin ETFs, IBIT, okay? IBIT is a very popular Bitcoin ETF. I'll show you guys this one. It's the most popular one. It's the largest one. Okay, very popular, run by BlackRock, the largest institutional money manager on the planet. You guys can just buy IBIT. There's another one as well that's a good ETF for Bitcoin as well. If you guys just want to invest in Bitcoin, there's a Fidelity Bitcoin fund as well. That's another one, FBTC. These are my two favorite ones. Grayscale used to be my favorite one, but their fees are too high. So these the IBIT and the Fidelity BTC are the cheapest and my favorite Bitcoin ETFs. So like I said, guys, it's really up to you. A lot of you guys older, you don't want to mess around with the mining stocks. You don't like the volatility. You don't want to take custody of your Bitcoin. Buy these Bitcoin ETFs. If you're like me and you bought Bitcoin, I started buying Bitcoin in 2019. I've been using Coinbase and Robinhood and Kraken and Whitebit and all of these exchanges. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's really up to you and your strategy. But for me, I really like obviously having the Bitcoin, waiting for hyper Bitcoinization, and I really enjoy investing in Bitcoin mining stocks. Very passionate about it, and it's something I should be doing. So I just give my money to those guys, like Fred Thiel, CEO of Marathon, and Zach Bradford, CEO of CleanSpark. So I hope you guys answer your question. You guys have any more questions, be sure to leave them in the comments. Let me know if you like this new format of videos, guys. I'm trying to improve my video production quality and kind of get better over time to help give you guys more value. Really appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel. And like I said, if you have any more questions or comments, if you need a one-on-one consultation, you want to talk to me personally, ask me whatever you want about Bitcoin or crypto or whatever, my email address is in the description below. I'll do my best to set up a consultation with you. So that's all I got until now, guys. Take care.